My name is Peter Moore. I'm the Assistant Manager of the Community Redevelopment Agency here in Winter Park. We get a lot of questions about the issue of affordable workforce housing. This has been an increasing trend throughout the nation as more and more communities have felt the pinch of rising home prices. For instance, in Winter Park, the current median home value of a home that sells in the 8-9 zip code here is about $410,000. In the year 2000, that was $200,000. So you've seen more than a doubling of the price of a median-priced home here. In order to be able to afford a home in the $400,000 range, you need to have an annual salary somewhere in the range around $123,000 a year. And this comes from the Institute of Community Economics, which says that basically 30% of your gross income that you gather each year can go towards home payments. And this would include your taxes, your insurance, your mortgage, and any utilities that you pay. So you can see the difficulty now when you have a median income of our households in Winter Park of only about $57,000. They can afford a home around $167,000. Well, if you look at how many homes sold in 2007 in Winter Park at $170,000 or less, there were six. 6 out of about 340, which is about, what, 1.7% of the available homes. This is a problem, and the reason it's a problem is because our businesses compete with a whole bunch of other regions. Winter Park is not an island. We have to compete with all of these newly redeveloped town centers going up in places like Oviedo, Winter Springs, possibly Maitland, the ones that have been completed in Altamont. And our businesses need to get employees to run those. If employees have to commute from a long range away, much like many of us city employees have to do, that increases the desire for that employee to seek compensation for that trip. Because gas prices are rising, because transportation costs more, it's harder to get folks that want to travel a long distance to work. That translates into a higher cost of doing business, that translates into a higher cost for their products, which reduces their competitiveness for other stores. So long-term range, economically speaking, our businesses will be at a disadvantage to other businesses in the region. So this creates that demand. Currently, if you log on to Realtor.com and you take a look at the number of homes that are selling in the Winter Park area for around $175,000 or less, you're going to get a number around 280. The vast majority of those are condos and townhomes. Most of them are recent conversions. Most of them are small one-bedroom units. There are only 6 single-family homes currently being offered in Winter Park at that price level. And chances are most of them would require additional work once you moved into those. For a family that is making the median income of $57,000, that doesn't leave a lot of desirable choices. And so once again, we enter into that problem of there really is not an availability of affordable housing. Now, one of the things I really like about this process that we're going through right now is we're going to be talking about what kind of businesses do we want to bring to Winter Park? What do we want Winter Park's brand to look like? What do we want it to be? With those 55,000 employees that come to work in Winter Park each day, one of the largest employment groups is the retail industry. About 10,000 jobs are in the retail industry here. I don't care who you ask, you're not going to find too many super high-paying retail jobs. So chances are you're going to see folks that are commuting a long range to come into town. By trying to follow after policies of the live, work, play ideas, of folks being able to walk or bike to work, you attempt to mitigate many of the problems we're having. You remove the issue of long commutes, you remove the issue of traffic, you create areas where the new younger generation coming to work is more used to liking that, more flexible working hours, ability to live very close to where they work. So you help alleviate a lot of the issues we've been having.